you've got an opportunity. If you've got a book and they have either purchased it or you've given it to them, and they've got your novel, you've got an audience right there. And I always wring my hands when I go, oh, and what did you put in the back of the book? Did you put ads for your other books? Did you put anything that links them back to you in some way? And most people say no. And I go, oh, I want to pull out what's left of my hair. You've got the best vehicle you could ever have. Why aren't you using that? And by the way, it doesn't have to be your book. Maybe you have an association with maybe a mystery writers group and you agree to cross promote each other's books as a favor to each other.
Yeah, I really like that. One sort of similar suggestion that I've read about that I kind of resist is the newsletter swap idea. So the reason that I've resisted it in those circumstances is that the recommendation is always in your author newsletter, coordinate an author swap with someone else and you can share their audiences. The reason I resist that is that I feel like if I'm going to recommend a book, it has to be a book that I've read and enjoyed, which kind of limits it already. If I read, let's say, a book a week and I like 3/4 of those well enough to recommend them, I'm still kind of limiting the pool of people I could do a swap with. But if you're employing that kind of sharing of an audience in your book, then you can be very choosy about what books you decide to include there.
Absolutely. So you might promote the writers group as a whole and just say, hey, this is where you can find other information. Let people choose which are the stories that seem to interest them and whatever. So you're not giving your endorsement to something that isn't good enough. Or you can promote actually other people's books, other people's writings. But you've got this whole thing there. And to put that out and not have used the back of that book is a terrible shame and it's a terrible waste.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one homework assignment for everybody is going to be go to the back of your books and make sure that those kinds of ads are there.